this still?
Hi guys, welcome to Kevin's. First two are free, and that's because the first 2 Fridays of each month are free for all, because everyone here at Well Work for Recovery has a voice. And tonight we have a couple people who, I don't know your name, sir.
Frenchie.
Frenchie. I think I've met you somewhere, Frenchie. I know your name, but you're going to introduce yourself.
My name is Dana, and I'm an addict.
Yes, she is. And hi guys, my name is Kevin. What's going on these days, Frenchie?
I'm an alcoholic. Sober almost 9 months.
9 months. I should have a clap effect somewhere on here. I don't know how to use it.
Where's your camera at?
The camera is right here,
Oh, that's cool.
right here, and somewhere else. So you're
Where does that go?
that right there. That's called a 360.
So it goes to all of us.
It gets the whole room.
Even like down to the cards.
No, not quite that far, but it goes to right here.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Tell us about what's going on in your recovery, your first 9 months here.
Oh, second.
Turn the mic towards you. You gotta actually turn the mic towards you, like
yeah.
the actual
Oh, okay.
and speak kind of close to it.
Okay. All right there.
Yeah.
Okay. Should I put it up farther? Oh, we're good. Okay. So almost 9 months sober. Resentments, I'm working on that every day. Because I really struggle with that. Like what people more so did to me, and then I'm taking like when I was sober and they're sober, it wasn't anything to do with drinking. And that's really, like, for me, I'm able to let it go for myself, because otherwise I'm not going to heal. So I practice letting it go for me, for myself. Of course, by reacting to somebody, I have, also resentment towards myself that I interacted where I should have just said, I'm not comfortable with what somebody's saying, or I don't accept their energy, or just like it's not a good subject to get on, or whatever it is, to where there's somebody that's talking at me or down at me and affecting my sobriety. I made it almost 5 months, and then I drank. And can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And I fell off for one night, so now I got almost 9 months. But I was sober 14 years ago. I got sober, and I just kept going back to drinking like 3 times a year. I wasn't going to meetings, and then it turned back to almost every weekend. And I'm a binge drinker more than a daily drinker, so I don't know which is harder on you, but when I drink, it's like, probably somebody said it's harder on your body if you take a break and then slam your body really hard with alcohol. I don't know if that's true or not. I just know that I can't drink anymore, because last time I woke up I had palpitations, tachycardia, heart was racing. I don't know how long, and I've been on monitors for it, and I was like, well, I don't want to die from this disease. So I started going to AA every day at that time. And now I go about 3 times a week, and I just practice how I show up in society, how I show up in relationships. I sweep my side of the street. I do my 24/7 inventory. I use my conscience 24/7 with my awareness of mindfulness to stay sober, how I interact with others, and just being cautious of interacting with like-minded people and not being around people that are drinking. If I do go to the bar, I'll go there and dance, but I don't desire to drink. But I do like to go out and still dance. Otherwise, I just try to stay busy and focus with my mind to positive, to like distraction, if something's attacking me mentally, it's gonna affect my well-being, mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. I just focus on what I can focus on, like something like if it's dishes to do, laundry, or something to stay busy. So I'm not focusing on that. So I'm focusing on something that I can do rather than something that I cannot do and I'm powerless over. So with powerless, I use powerless over people, places, things. I'm powerless over alcohol, but I use that first step for powerless over a lot of things. I use it mindfulness with what's bothering me. If I'm powerless over it, it's like, well, then I have the power to do something that's in front of me. If it's anything, cleaning a table or something that I have power, because that's, I have power to do something else. I'm powerless over that. So I turn over to my higher power. It's gotten a lot easier just to stay busy, but not so busy that I have to use the easy does it, because I tend to work myself too hard without taking breaks. I just do a lot of deep breathing, double deep breaths and slower on the way out. That helps with my anxiety. Or square breathing. If I'm feeling depressed or anxious, I just use a lot of breathing exercises, but always slower on the way out and without pass.
It sounds like you are putting use to the steps. I can hear that you're working. Are you working the steps?
Yeah, that too. Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah.
I use all the mindfulness, the steps.
I was thinking coming in here today.
I'm sorry.
No. I was thinking coming in here today that people who are out there struggling have an opportunity to listen to people that are doing well and see what they're doing and how it's working for them. And listening to that little bit where they're like, I couldn't make it. And I just couldn't make it. I made it for a while and I would go back to drinking and now I'm putting in the work.
Yeah.
And it's funny because like I live in that world right now where not always perfect, but I'm conscious of the mess that I've made and what I can do about keeping my side of the street clean, fixing the relationships that were holding me back, and also working on the now relationships where like I can recognize where I'm in the wrong and fix it quickly and try to stay there. How you doing, Jordan?
Good. I'm listening, man. A lot of knowledge dropped. I love what you're talking about. I came in, I don't know what you were talking about, but the breathing exercises is what I've been working on lately. So I resonated with that. And you gotta for me when you said that, definitely I can dig that. You're doing all the right things for real. Yeah, I'm good though. I'm good.
Just so everyone knows, Jordan is dressed for recovery tonight. Like he is dressed. I don't know like what's what, but like I know that feeling. Like that I'm gonna dress up.
Yeah.
We're not going to party, but we're going to party because
yeah.
we're not going to party.
No, I'm working on it. Like I like to dress nice because when I got into my sobriety, I wanted to dress how I feel. Now I'm trying to pull away from that because I do it for myself, but who doesn't like compliments? And I don't want to do it for that.
Yeah.
I am fishing. A part of me is fishing for things, and I don't like that. As I really dig deep and I actually sit and think about the things that hinder me, those are one of the things. Like I was speaking in here today, I don't need instant gratification. I should be able to walk in here in my pajamas and feel good.
That feels good for me to dress up.
Yeah.
Like if I do,
Yeah,
I mean, it's part of what, ego, pride, or something like.
it is.
Yeah,
It
but I
is.
mean, it's part of your well-being, like taking care of your hygiene
Oh yeah.
and just that feeling of loving yourself.
Oh, yeah. Well, you can see some of the richest people, right? Some of the richest people, they just walk around just in their pajamas. They don't need to.
I do.
Yeah.
I'm from a place where you would never know the difference between someone in rain boots and someone that's a millionaire.
Yeah.
And it's just the way it is. Because when we live in a city where like people are kind of flashy like that. And it's interesting to be reminded of that, that there could be a lot more going on underneath all that. I don't know though. You want to hear something funny? I do my hair every day, like one way or another, to remind myself of the however many years on the streets where I didn't do my hair.
I'm sorry, my son is calling.
Yeah,
Let me tell him.
it's a big deal.
Hey, buddy, let me call you back real quick, okay? You okay?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, does that thing show how many people like watches?
It gets more complicated than that because it's streamed to 3 platforms, and you can watch it on the platform that we're on, but I'm not watching the 3 platforms. And so, like, there's something happening out there, but it goes out to Facebook, Will Work for Recovery, and it goes out to Tim's YouTube, and then it goes out to the Will for Recovery YouTube. And so it's like there forever. It will always be there.
Oh, that's really cool.
Now, what were you saying? Not to cut you off. You say you do your hair?
I do my hair every day.
Yeah.
Like I go to work and get dirty, and I still do my hair.
Well, yeah.
But for like the longest time, I don't think I took a shower when I was on the streets in Portland, Oregon.
Uh-huh.
Like the longest time. Like, I mean, it was like insane to just be like focused on being dirty
Yeah.
and on the streets. And like, I got clean, and I wasn't like trying to be like better than anybody.
Mm.
And I do my hair a lot of different ways, but like, it's a self-care thing. It's a like build you up thing, because you know you have to be able to look in the mirror sometimes and say, hey, I want to be the person I'm trying to be right
Exactly.
now. And like, I don't know what that looks like because I was that guy
Yeah.
and I'm heading this way, and
Yeah.
this is new for me.
Yeah.
And like, it's almost like that's what you were saying a second ago, was like, you know, it's not an ego thing, and it's not about all the other little things. It's really like, for me, I spent too many days only caring about substance
Mm-hmm.
and not like real character or substance.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, no, that makes sense. And it's like it's almost it's a practice, it's a ritual, you know. You get up, you do your thing every day, and that's beautiful. Like, shoot, I remember we all know as addicts barely eat. I would be high, I would order something because I know I gotta eat.
Yeah.
And then I would sit there and I wouldn't even eat them. You know, so it's just coming back to those simple things that we do in life, and just people want to call being an adult, but just being a person and malnourishing yourself is big, you know. So yeah, you know, so I thank you for the compliment. I always love coming to the meetings dressed nice, man. This is how like you said, it feels good, you know. But I also just want to tone it down personally for me, you know. That's it. There's nothing wrong with it though. You know?
I used
Not at
to.
all.
Yeah.
Lately, I've been like, oh man, I was so tired. I like got off work,
Mhm.
got in the shower, and I was like thinking, I'm gonna tone it down
Yeah.
because I was a little wild. I think last time I was on here, I was like feeling all spry. I had my like golf shirt. I had a golf shirt on, you know, which is funny because I don't golf, but I love
The tire.
going to Dick's and getting golf
Yeah.
shirts and
Yeah.
like all the like cool stuff. I'm like, I feel like I look good in that kind of stuff.
Polo is nice though.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
golf polo.
Yeah.
I do. I get into it. I probably would have. What did Happy Gilmore say? He's like, golf requires goofy jeans and a fat ass. So I like, you know, I go off of that. But no, now that I'm older, like I love the golf attire. You know, I love golfing. I suck at it, but that's the only sport I will go and I will bomb it and I'll still have a good time. Just it's something about it is therapeutic to me. So, yeah. I think I've seen you in here with a suit on before. It's something.
I wear kind of counselor attire sometimes.
Yeah,
That's like I have suits. I've never worn a suit in my lifetime. Like the second I feel like I want to wear a suit, it's gonna be super interesting, right? Because like I've never put a suit on.
Yeah.
Like I was a drug dealer for a lot of years, and like I worked in kitchens, and but there was no need for me to ever wear a suit or whatever, right? And so I get to school, and they offered us this program that I could get 3 suits. I go down there and I get fitted with some old ladies, which was like, you know, I would never just go buy a suit because I don't know what like is what, right?
Yeah.
And they fitted me up with these suits, and I kind of looked like it kind of reminded me of like this heroin addict lawyer buddy of mine. He had like kind of like cheap. There were cheap suits, right?
Yeah.
And now I go to like the fancy stores and I like see them like Hugo Boss suits. And I'm like, I'm not quite like I can afford it, but I'm not quite feeling it yet.
Yeah.
You know, like that. I don't know what I would need to be Hugo Bossing around in.
Yeah.
But maybe I'm wrong.
Hey, it's to each his own. Maybe one day we'll be able to bless us with your presence in the suit. I think a suit looks good on a man.
So
For real. You clean up, get a suit on.
it looks sharp. Man.
Yeah. Oh, Kevin's doing shout outs, man. Kevin had an awesome he gave us a little concert at the end of the meeting today. He does it. You do it every Friday, right?
I don't do it every Friday because he hasn't asked me to do it in a long time.
Yeah. I didn't know he could sing. Like, y'all got to hear his voice. Do they record this? Do they record it? Like,
Paul's got it, a couple of them on his thing. Like that was special
yeah.
because I haven't played in a while and I feed off of the energy of everybody. Like I can't do that at home.
I like.
Not that. Like I haven't played in a little while and like what happened in there
Yeah.
is like only for recovery. It's weird because like I can go play on the bridge
No.
and I can sound all right.
Oh.
People aren't that excited about it, but that was like it's like for like if there's like one person that is like, wow, you can like get your life back and
Yeah.
like start doing something. Like
Yeah.
what does that look like? Like, like that's our job as people that are a little bit ahead of some people. Not to say I'm very far,
Yeah.
but like a little bit ahead of other people is to like lead the way and show people that life can be fun.
You got to.
Right?
got
Like
to.
I'm doing stuff like, oh yeah, we're not like, yeah, I work during the week. And this weekend we're doing stuff.
Yeah. Well, it's gotta be more than I've got so much time under my belt. I'm sober, but you like the song you did tonight. I mean, I like every song, but that song, I love that.
And I was outside. Like, I had to go to my vehicle.
Paul doesn't ask me to sing very often. Sometimes, I've done it for a while.
Was it
People have been
hip-hop?
around. No, I
What
play
was it?
guitar.
What was it? Oh, you play guitar. Okay.
Well, I'm not.
So
gonna
do
lie.
I.
I have like 200 produced tracks that I've made that are like rap, but a lot of that stuff came from me and my excitement
Mhm.
on the streets. Like a lot of that stuff, and it's interesting. There was like a lot of recovery calling out in it. Like if you listen to like my stuff, you would hear that I wasn't there, but
Yeah.
recovery was calling out in the background because I like had seen that I wanted to be a better person, or I knew what it meant to be a better person, and was out there learning to be a better person. Was still using, because you don't go on 30 years and stay the same the whole time, right? Like some people get worse at points, but like for me, I got a little bit better because like I've been taken hostage from my parents' house, from people that I owed money. I mean, all the bad things that happened taught me how to be a better person, right? And it still didn't work because I was like, I got it all figured out, and I always end up in jail or the hospital, right? Because no matter what, you're going to be doing something illegal, doing something stupid somewhere, and you can like talk yourself into all these things. And like I'm a good liar, so I can lie to myself. I'm like, no, this is a good idea. Like, and every time I'm in jail, I always hear somebody be like, "It was a good idea. We love the greatest idea. We're going to take the hostage. Like we're all doing 20 years now because Bobby shot John." And you're like, "What happened?"
Yeah.
And like it's crazy because like it's weird how people are like, "Yeah, I want to use again," and they don't like put that thought process together that like they're going to use, and then some time is going to pass, and they're going to lose themselves, and they're going to have a bad idea, and then they're going to be hurting in jail or the hospital, or not even hurting at all, which is even crazier because these days people aren't lying.
No, not with the stuff. It's like Russian roulette with these drugs now.
Yeah.
Man. Especially with the fentanyl. Then I heard they got something worse than fentanyl, which I'm like, how is it? I'm not surprised. So Kevin, you got an amazing voice though. You got an amazing voice, and I have a healthy jealousy for you. It's healthy. You got to teach me how to sing like that, man. Got to teach me.
Oh man, I learned something in college. Somebody had taught me that about writing, and someone was asking me about it, and I was like, oh, okay. And my teacher said it like this. She's like, we all put words down on a piece of paper. She's like, but if you're passionate about what you're doing, people
Well,
just interpret the passion and connect with it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And so like, I feel like whenever, like not everything's like that for me. Like when I first got clean, I made necklaces.
Yeah.
And I was passionate about it. And like everywhere I go, people, those are great necklaces. And I'm like, yeah, because I was like passionate about it. And actually, really, what I was doing was I was forgetting that I wanted to use just long enough to remember what I was trying to do.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And so now I see all these things like singing. I haven't done. I used to come and kill it at karaoke, and everyone's like, "Yeah, you can sing," but I'm not the best.
Yeah.
You know, there's some people. I went to the AA karaoke, and it's like
Blown away. Huh?
well, because people get talented and they got time,
Yeah.
and we're doing the same thing we were doing when we were messed up, except for we're not messed up anymore. So it's easy to like, be with the moment. You know, I mean, like you're not always gonna be at your best.
Yeah.
And like, but everyone has that. Like people that say that, like, oh, you're talented at this. I'm like, well, but you don't realize it too. Like, I'm like, obviously, some people are talented at not using.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Or they're talented at like how they engineer their relationships.
Yeah.
They work out for them
Yeah.
in these rooms.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, because like, there's a lot. We're all odd people.
Oh yeah.
Like it's crazy. You look around a room, any room in the city that's going on at a recovery meeting, and it's a bunch of odd people. And like, there's a huge chance we might not even use together, but we're recovering together and figuring out what that looks like. Right? We got a guy that's cooking. We got a guy that's teaching everyone to play cards. Right? We got like
That's
all
crazy.
the little things. We got a guy who's actually coming in, seeing who wants to work for his business because he like needs that to like raise his business up, and he wants to help the recovery community.
Yeah.
And people are like, oh, but Johnny's got a job, and you know the little things that like because it's so tough when you get here, isn't it?
It is.
It is.
It is. I mean, it's scary. You know what I'm saying? It's you're kind of in unknown, but it's the step. You know, and then like once you actually like open your eyes, like. I love it today. Someone said this is their first time here, but I'm just here to listen. I'm like, oh yeah. She knows what she's doing, you know. And that's the first when I actually shut up and I listened, I learned a lot. And I actually enjoyed showing up to meetings. I started to learn and I actually started to get time under my belt, and I started to see that recovery touches everybody because, like you are not recovery, but drugs touch everybody. Like you said,
all of
you
it.
You got people who cook.
It's a circle.
Business.
It's a circle, and it all comes together. And you know what's crazy?
Right.
This is one of the largest recovery communities I've ever seen, and people are working together to do all sorts of stuff to help people.
Yeah.
Because they were helped. Like not because like it's going to help their treatment center, or like not because they can make money off it. Because in the old world, if everyone was better, the whole community was better.
Oh yeah.
And we've like lost track of that a little bit, you know, I think. And like, but I see it in the recovery world where people are like, I want to help my fellow man.
Yeah.
I don't have anything in common. I might not even kind of like you, but I feel like what I can give you is going to help you.
Yeah.
You know, and it's, and you know how it is. It's a take what you want sort of thing. You can't listen to everybody and all their stuff. Like it doesn't work.
No, just like, I mean, before you got into this life, you got to pick and choose with who you listen to. You know, everybody's not giving out good advice, and you don't want to take what everybody's selling. You know, I had to learn that the hard way, especially when you're just a person like how I grew up. Like I'm sure a lot of people grew up without their parents. They got their personal things, but it's like I was just trying to always please everybody because I never was able to please my parents, and so I'm taking little bits of everything. I'm just okay, yeah. So now I got all these pieces of identity from different people that I'm thinking is good, and I'm over here lost, and now I'm here trying to unlearn these things now, you know. So, but the community, the recovery community, is probably one of the most welcomingest community I've ever been to. You know, I love it here. I do.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Where'd you get this? I've never seen this game before. Where we're from? Addiction.
I come in here.
Yeah.
But like this isn't my space. Like this is Tim's space, and Tim has all these cool things. Go ahead and read it.
It's so cool.
I have a bunch of those at my job at school, and they're neat, you know, because they like spark recovery conversations.
How confident are you that you can resist temptations when you are tired, angry, sad, or irritable?
Dang. I say this without sounding too cocky.
What tools do you have in your belt to get you through those moments? Because
Well, here, let me get vulnerable with y'all. Man, I had a domestic. What was it last week? on me, towards me. You know, me and the mother of my kids. There's some things I was going through, and when I go through things, I draw out with, you know, I kind of go into a shell. And she interpreted that as I was cheating, was doing all these other things. She went out, and she's not in the sober community, so she went out with her sisters, got drunk, came home, and decided to finally want to get it out, and ended up getting physical. And I mean, I retained everything. I didn't swing at her, but she was swinging at me, and I didn't have a lick or a thought to go and use. And you asked what are the tools I use. I mean, you said one of them, I breathe. I play the tape forward because I know where this is going. And then it's like I'm actually like, dang, I do have some domestics on my record that are false, but during that time I was drinking and it didn't go how it went this time. You know, I'm not an abusive person, but it's just crazy to see it in the sober minded. Like it still can happen.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And it's like I feel like I'm doing so great in my life, and life is just throwing curveballs and it's trying to take me down, but it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
I hate to say this, but I feel like relationships bring out they can bring out the sickness that's like laying right there. Like we work on it, right? And like I told myself all these things.
Mhm.
I went 7 years without dating or messing around or anything like that.
Yeah.
And like in my head, I had it all built up with like what I was looking for, and I wanted a healthy relationship. And then somebody was asking about what does a healthy relationship look like, and I was like, I don't actually know. And I don't. We're like in a huge room of people, and I was like, do any of you know what a healthy relationship is? If you know what a healthy relationship is, get that relationship and show us what that looks like,
Right.
because we have no idea if you're in these rooms.
Yeah, I'm a guy that needs visuals.
you know what I'm saying?
need
Like,
visuals.
show me what that looks like. Show me what that happiness looks like. Show me what that success looks like, and show me what like that patience looks like. Because I only dated heroin addict girls, and like, I'm not gonna lie, they were nice at times, but like, you just dredged up some really heavy water there. Like, what does that look like? You know? And then I started thinking about like, what do I like now, and what kind of like thickness does that come with?
Yes.
It's, you know, and I'm reminded every minute that we've been clean long enough. We've been clean long enough that it's okay, and no one's gonna be like, ah. But like, let's be real for a second. You know, I kind of want to be careful about what that looks like, because I'm in a big city, and not everyone sees things like I'm trying to see things. Like, I don't know what that looks like. In fact, it's weird because I like have to like work around what's happening and not go for what I want.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like if I had what I wanted, it might not be that fun. It might not be like whatever. Like I don't know what that looks like.
It's not. I mean, I went for what I wanted, you know, physically, you know, and shit. Everything that glitters ain't gold, you know. Like now I'm second guessing. You know, I got a baby and everything, and you're doing the right thing, not going for what you want. And that's the hardest thing for me personally is doing what I'm supposed to do, knowing that I've been down this road before. You know, try to get someone that I can actually connect with. Maybe someone that's in the sober community, you know.
It's supposed to look like love to me, I always say, but like,
Yeah.
that's like if their person isn't, you know, likable, or they don't like themselves, or they're toxic, it's like, well, it's not going to be love. I don't know. It's,
You're twisted.
yeah.
I was telling you, and
Let's give and take, right?
it is.
Oh my God.
No, don't throw lust in there, because then if you guys are, you know, you guys good one moment, bad the next, make up sex, boom, back. You know, it's just horrible. You know, and what is love? Then you're deep into it. You know,
Somebody said something yesterday morning. I was listening to some podcasts, and someone said that staying in love with the person that they've been with for a long time means that they learned how to re-love them every few years, because we all change. And like, so like, you know, they went through like some like little things, and I guess it's different for everybody in their situation, but they were like, yeah, well, after she had kids, she was like a little bit more spicy. And like, you know, this, that, and the other. And like, I learned to love her patience with the family when she had it. Right. And like, and just hearing this person talk about like that shifting degree of what that looks like. Cause like, we think we want something, but like I think things are ongoing
Mhm.
and there's always change. And
Yeah.
everyone's growing and there's a lot happening there. And
Yeah.
you're both trying to keep up with each other on that level where like, you know, you're not gonna like everything about everyone,
No.
you know, but that doesn't, you know, and it's weird that goes back to some other stuff, doesn't it? Like where they're like, you know, where it's like it's none of your business. Like even if it's your partner, it's still none of your business. You
Mm.
know, because like if I lose focus on me, I'm not leveling up.
Yeah. No, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Well,
And it's easy to in a relationship. It's easy to be, at least for me, it was so easy to focus on that person and what they need that I stopped leveling up. And then it comes like that person sees that you're not leveling up or that I'm not leveling up. And now they want someone that's leveling up.
Yeah.
But I'm so focused on just making you right and you want me to level up. And that just comes, man, it comes from trauma, you know? That's
Then
it.
you got the resentment.
Mm.
And then you got how you showing up the relationship. Then you got with the resentment of like when you do your list of people you've harmed.
Mm.
And if you're with somebody that isn't working their program,
Mhm.
it just doesn't work. Yeah.
That's crazy though.
Whether we talk about it or not, every relationship we're ever going to be in, we're going to compare that to like the other relationships we've been in. And like we're going to have little things that we're already annoyed with because of things that we've dealt with, especially in our addiction time. Right? Like, I mean, I was telling my mom this the other night, but I was like, I never dated a girl for like certain reasons that like made sense to the normal world. Like I was like, is she gonna call the cops on me? Will she try to quit? Will she try to get us to quit selling when I'm in like neck deep in debt with the cartel? Like that, you got like there was like a lot of things to like keep up as a heroin addict that like you need as a girlfriend. So she's got to be like down to the bitter end, doing the same thing without, you know, because sometimes they'll get halfway in and it'll be a while and like, no, we need to quit because we don't change up, it's gonna get bad. Like, yeah, that was what's going on. It was getting bad. We're hitting the wall, and I'll see you in jail, and we can write each other for the next 4 years from federal prison. It's fine.
Man,
But like
it's fine.
that's you know, I mean, like now I'm in a different world where like I don't try to think like that. And so like what does that look like? And like, you know, it's like leveling up, isn't it? You know, like how do you help each other? You know, and there's something interesting because I think I want these things. I'm missing all the little things. Like, oh, I don't want to do my taxes. I'm like, my mom helped me with my taxes most of my life. And when I was like, whatever, you know, like I'm at the point right now where I need to do taxes this year. Or I can't get like grants for school that's coming up. Right. But I'm like, you know, it's big boy stuff. And like earlier, it was like a thought in my head where like that was like something I was attracted to. I'm like, can you do taxes?
Yeah.
And, like we're having like a first date. I'm like, are you good at taxes? Like, wait, this could be a possibility. Like,
Right,
go
right.
ahead, tell me more.
I mean, again, like, yeah, going back to what you said, like, we are gonna compare past relationships to now relationships. I mean, you gotta have a template, but what makes it different is that you catch yourself in that moment. There's times where I'm in the relationship I'm in now, and I'm catching myself like getting, man, worried about if she's gonna do what the last person did to me. You know,
Yeah.
and I can't do that because now I'm not setting a good foundation, and we're fucked from the beginning. But I can only worry about what I'm doing. So that right there is leveling up to me. But then there's times where I'm forward, I'm here, but then I'm jumping back. You know, and that's life. That's just me. Like I'm
Trust too. You got that when everything you just said is trust. Like you worry.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, leveling up, man. Leveling up is it's what's needed, but easier said than done.
There was a girl on a podcast I was watching, and she said some crazy stuff. She said,
I got to go eat in about 2 minutes. I'm like getting sugar. Like
I know it's
No, you're
time.
fine.
It's almost time. But
That's it.
yeah, there was a
My sugar
girl
left,
on a
yeah,
podcast, and she
sorry.
said that a girl can't hide her crazy for longer than a month, and if she can, she's pretty narcissistic because her, you know, 3 months is about the, you know. And then he asked the question, he goes, well, what do guys hide? And she goes, they hide their suck. suck at stuff. You know, which is funny because like we suck at things sometimes.
Pride,
We suck
yeah.
at cleaning the table or
Okay.
like doing the dishes or like, you know, owning up to things or like being real about some stuff, you know. And it's funny because like everyone has their flaws, and just like how you could measure that in a relationship is interesting.
Yep.
What's your name?
Totally true. That
What's-
Frenchie.
I'm never gonna forget that.
It's
Frenchie,
okay.
I've met
Yeah.
you somewhere. There's
I
no
don't
way
know.
possible.
Yeah, you look familiar. I'm not sure. I mean, there's so many. You know, there's a guy in Minneapolis that I went to the Moose twice, and I went there about 20 years ago. And the bartender's, she swears like I was in there like 2 days before, and I go, no, it's the first time I ever been here. And then she actually went. She started getting mad, like she thought I was playing, you know, with her brain, like I was whatever, you know, like I was boshing or blah blah blah. And I was like, no, literally. And then about 2 years ago, or a year and a half, whatever, maybe it's longer. I mean, this is 20 years later, which is like a couple years ago or whatever. Maybe it's 3 years ago now, but a different bartender that's in her 20s, and the other girl's probably in her 40s, almost 50 by now, right? Because that was 20 years ago. And she was like probably 28. So then she'd be what, 48? Now she'd be what, 50, 51, whatever. But the other gal, she was like in her 20s, and she was an Asian girl, different girl. The other one was blonde. And she swears to God, like she goes, like I've already been here, I've already talked to you, blah, blah, blah. And I go, no way, like this happened. And I told her everything I just told you. So there's somebody that lives in Minneapolis that supposedly just like me. Now I go into a Cub Foods about 4 months ago. I'm walking in, and this guy looks up at me, and he goes, he thought he was his friend. I go, no way, like this happens again, you know? And he goes, no, literally, you look identical to one of his friends. And maybe it's this guy, I don't know. But I have seen somebody look exactly like my niece before, except she was taller, and she went back to Colorado, okay? And this is like 2 days after she went back. And I walked up to her and go, I thought you said you were going back to Colorado. Like, how come you're still here? And she goes, well, I won't mention her name. I suppose, I don't know, she probably shouldn't mention names, whatever. And it's not her, right? And I'm like, well, like, okay, I guess I could because it's not last name. Her name's Christina. And I go, Christina, like, how come you said you're like, whatever, everything I just said. And she goes, I'm not Christina. I go, yeah, you are. You're my niece. Like, and then I looked at her and think she didn't have high heels, whatever. Was she was taller or shorter? What was it now? I think she was taller and she had high heels on. Or my niece was taller and she was like not barefoot, but in like summer sandals or something. I think she was actually taller is what it was. And she had high heels on. But I think she was still taller because then I kept looking at her and I go, well, you're just a little bit taller. I didn't have my phone, I don't think, because I would have took this, or at least asked her if I could take a snapshot to show my niece. But then I saw my sister once, like almost identical to one. Like never in my life. They say 7 people in the world look exactly like us. Did you know that? Like
I've been all
you
over.
actually do look like somebody, but I don't think it's like you that I've ever met. But you do have people that look like you.
I have a very interesting. People always want to know what I am, and it's funny because I was always like, well, I'm Native American and Panamanian, which is like super interesting because I come out here and I'm always like, yeah, I'm Chippewa Cree. I was born in Rocky River Reservation, Montana. Grew up in Alaska, so I never really paid much attention to that. And so I'm in school learning the Native American certificate. Somebody says, oh well, Chippewa is the French bastardization of Ojibwe. And I had to look this up. It's a white Native American art history teacher. And I was like,
Crazy.
absolutely true. So I'm in my homeland, right? Like I'm like, because the Ojibwe encompass like North Dakota and all these things, right? My last name's Belcourt, which is even more interesting because like the Native American movement had Clyde Belcourt, started that up. There's a Belcourt, North Dakota. But I never knew any Belcourts. I grew up in a place where there was just us. And like come out here, and when I tell people I'm Belcourts, they're like, oh, we know Belcourts. And so I'm like waiting to meet some.
Yeah.
You know, I know they're all over the place. But I've made my home here out in Minneapolis, and I like it here. I don't know what that looks like. I go out to these far places to like see. You know, I've been out to some places where like they're not I should say, we're not very accepting sometimes in the reservations,
Yeah.
you know, and so like, you know, there's a lot that has to go on there because there's been so much war and fighting that people just don't always like each other and they stick to their own.
Mhm.
But I'm out here learning. I get to go to school and learn my mother tongue. That's why, like, my second part of my degree is that I get to learn Ojibwe language. And I'll be able to, like, you know, interpret or be able to speak on that. You know, and
Yeah.
sometimes people come out with a certain level of respect and they say it in their language first because, like, you know, for like the respect of remembering, because like it's such a lost thing.
Mm.
And you know, but I don't know. I'm all over the place. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like the most all over the place I've ever been. I like keep on sidetracking stuff, and I hope that your recovery leads you somewhere.
Mhm.
Like, you might not get where you're trying to go. I've said a lot of things and done a lot of things and leveled up in a lot of ways, but I'm still going somewhere.
Mhm.
You know, I don't know what that looks like. In fact, mostly, I would not like to say I'm Kevin and this is what I do. I'd like to say I'm Kevin and this is who I am.
Mm.
And we get to do that a lot here by how we live.
When you said what you're saying, I was like, but if you get there, go sober, right? I mean, like,
Well, that's-
where are you trying to get, right? Go
That's-
sober.
that's the plan.
Get there being sober.
I'm not gonna be this person. I'm terrible. I already have sold your car, stolen your girlfriend. I don't even know. Like, all the things that are going on right now, I would have been drilling gas tanks. I'm like, how can you make money selling gas? Like,
Man.
you know what's weird? Like, I have a real job. It's a real job, and it's so weird to like think that there was a time when my brain thought it was cool to have a hustle like that. Like you were like, I'm making big bucks, and you're like, no, you're not. You're just making enough to like stay loony.
Yeah.
I mean, you were kind of, but like, no matter how much you made, you were just making enough to stay mental.
Yeah.
And that's where I was at. I was like, yeah, I got this all figured out.
She was like, I don't know. I've always been the square type. Just straight arrow forward. It was just because I was scared. I've seen people do it,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
Not that I wasn't interested in it though. You know, there was a lot of interest. I never jumped off the porch. I never did.
That's good.
Yeah.
Good.
So part of me wishes I would have did it, you know?
No, that's another little part of the cleanup.
Some
there.
people think like that.
Yeah, for real. Like I want to experience it, you know? I've seen people that done it, got out, and they had their little fix, and now, you know, that's it. You know? It's just like I've been trying the straight way so long. I've been in the same spot. Same spot. But
But it's
I
good.
got a friend.
It's a good spot.
No, it is. I'm not on the way. But it's like, damn, like you said, like it's crazy times right now. Money is crazy, and that's one thing I'm trying. I'm not trying to like be all materialistic, but it sucks when you check to check. You know, it really does. And it's like you see people out here just messing over the government. Shit, Trump fucking us up. There's higher people up there. Excuse my language, messing us up. And it's just like they install us from kids like, oh, be honest, do the right thing. Come to find out, the whole we getting did in the back by the whole government. You know, they're frauding on taxes and stuff like that, isn't it, man? So
I always say if God wanted you to, and I used to believe this at some point when I was looking at people up in Alaska and they had their like 3-bedroom house with 2 trucks and the property and all the things that came with that. And I was like, you don't get given that if you don't you're not able to take care of that because it'll go away. Right. And like, what I mean by that is like that person specifically knows like a lot about the things that are happening with all that. So you like have to like grow and learn how to like, you know, take care of your yard, your garden, the like upkeep on all the stuff, to have the money to like be able to afford the lifestyle that you have and all the little things that come with that. And like that's like adulting. And like, I don't know about anyone else, but like I was a child until 3 years ago. Like I could piss away I'd probably pissed away $1 million on drugs and never was like, let's build a business and make sense. Like, as crazy as that is, you know, and now we're here in this moment. I'm like, I got credit.
Yeah.
Man, I just got a business. I just got an LLC. Someone bought me an LLC,
Nice.
and like, I don't know really what to do with any of that, but like, I
You
do.
will.
But I do know that like I have it now to like do things with, and like it comes with a credit card. And it comes with like, if you can come up with a good enough idea and write it out, someone might back you in it, and then you might be able to go to work for yourself. And like all those little things are interesting because like I didn't know what that meant to take those first steps, right? Like I was just gonna sit at the sober house until I don't know, a woman with like real money came into my life. This was my like first like 30 days there. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get out like this, right? And like we're at 3 years now, and I have the money to get out, and all this stuff. And like I'm like, and I would never put that on like a tag on a relationship that made sense because that's not how the world works. Like if you're meant to have it, God will give it to you, or when you're ready to have it because you've worked on yourself enough and you're set up for it, you'll have it.
Yeah.
Right?
No, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
Pizza.
I know. It's past 9 o'clock,
I'm up.
and this is the most unorthodox like show that I've ever been able to put on because like, and that's great. I'm okay with it. I'm tired. I was like kind of thinking that sometime soon I'm gonna like put together a little bit of a process and some stuff. But I love the open door and people coming in.
Mhm.
Frenchie,
Yeah, this
it's been cool. Jordan, it's always
too,
cool that
man.
you come in.
Thank you.
I mean,
It's
like
always good to have.
It was fun, man.
I honestly came back here thinking
This was great.
maybe no one's gonna come in and I'm gonna sit here talking to myself the entire time.
That's all right. Hey, shit, we did it before. I know we did it before. And there's someone on the other side like, hey, man, I feel them. I can relate.
Oh man, I got a shout out to like to Tim for giving me this to Tim Warren for giving me this opportunity. I'm busy, I'm tired, I'm crazy. I showed up and it happened.
Nice.
And like and this it's such a cool thing for me right now because I don't even know who watches. You know, and I hope someone out there got something. I know that, you know, not everyone agrees with everything and not everyone likes me. Oh man, it takes me a while sometimes in this like I'm like not from here. People are like, oh no, we don't trust them. Like even where I'm at right now. So
There's a lot of people out there. I'm
so-
sure you're touching somebody.
help out your people, look out for your people, look out for each other, build your recovery community, and
Be strong.
yeah.
Always be strong.
Stay sober.
Yes. Yes. Oh, here. I got some.
Stay calm and have peace. Keep it simple.
Maybe this will resonate if anybody's listening.
Meditate on joy. The word joy.
This says,
Every time. Go ahead.
oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I was just saying, every time you get depressed, meditate on the word joy or calm. That one really works.
Yes.
Oh my God,
I
yeah.
like this guy. He's in. Some from what I was reading, it says the strong train for unpredictability. The weak demand certainty. The strong embrace the unknown. The weak hold on to the illusion of control. The strong control only what matters and lets the rest move as it is. True mastery is not a force. It's not rigid plans. It's not in resisting change. It's in the known it's in the known to how to move.
That's good.
Yeah. So
Thank you for sharing.
yes, man, like it's just little things like
That's good.
man. I hope that resonates with somebody.
I hope I hope everyone has a great night, and I hope you're out there going to meetings, and I hope you're out there loving each other.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yes, one love.
Have a good night, everyone.
Thanks.
Thanks.